Welcome guys, this is the 2017 version of the MacBook 12, also called the MacBook. As you can see, 2017, 8GB RAM, 615, 1536 MB Intel HD graphics. I'm running High Sierra on this. It has a 256GB SSD, and it's a very beautiful, clean design, as always with Apple. And I'm happy to notice that these keys are now same as the newest MacBook Pro's keys, same as the Touchbar and the late 2016 model. In case you're wondering what that is like, it's this one. This is the Touchbar MacBook. So that's both of them side by side. This is a space gray, of course. It's 1 inch bigger, but as you can see, there's plenty of difference between these two. You have the touch bar, no touch bar. This is a bigger screen. 1 inch makes a lot of difference. You can imagine what a 15 inch would be like if you're into that sort of a thing. Then you have this touch bar keyboard right here. You have this extra features. I know this is about this computer, but I just thought I'll compare them side by side. The reason the colors are a bit washed out and different on this is because I'm running Sierra on this, and I ad hoc'd a wallpaper. So it looks a bit different. For comparison's sake, I also want to open a new window and show you how it looks when I'm browsing. So I'm noticing a bit of a color difference. I think the camera kind of accentuates that difference really. And the keys are pretty much the same design. The trackpad is much bigger on this, obviously, and I think it's it has a good ratio. Let's try to go to some page. Let's go to a page, and let's go to the same page here so we can see what is what. And as you can tell, let's see if you can tell the font on this. I'm sure my Samsung phone isn't the best way to tell, and this definitely looks a little brighter for right now. But please do bear in mind that this machine is 1 year old. This is maybe a month old and has been charged maybe 7 or 8 times. This has been charged 150 times, so it's done the whole 9 yards. I do think that this appears brighter. I don't know why that is, but I'm noticing that this is definitely brighter. Is it something to do with age? I don't know. When I was using this, I've been using this for a long time. When I was using this recently, I thought that the graphics are good, but they're not as good as this one. This one definitely has much superior graphics, and that could boil down to a few things. Maybe it has a better graphic processor, maybe it has a better processor overall. So definitely the graphics on this is good. But again, I'm nitpicking here. There are many things to compare, so let's take this one by one. So I'm quickly going to go through comparisons and tell you what the difference is and what is same. Let's start with what is same or somewhat similar. The overall experience of the operating system, I don't think you'll notice any sluggishness if you get this versus this. I'm sure if I'm doing iMovie, I want to use this. But is it that much of a deal breaker to be using this? That's up to conjecture, and I can let you know that in a few days I'll try that later in a different video. The keyboard is the same. The trackpad mechanism is the same. This has one headphone jack. This has one headphone jack. This has 4 ports all over, whereas this has just the one lonesome port in the corner. As you can see, there are 4 ports in here. Additionally, I feel the sound on this is much superior, whereas this is a great sounding device. It's as loud, but this is a more wholesome, room-filling sound. In terms of brightness, this definitely to the naked eye seems brighter than this one, but this is plenty of bright. Overall, I feel this is a better screen, but this has more brightness. I don't know why. Maybe because it's a newer machine. Leave your comment and let me know if you notice anything like that. In terms of the design, really, I think there's very little. This is less than a kilo, and I want to say this is 2 pounds. That's little more than 1 kilo. Nope, I think it's 3 pounds. It's a little more than 1 kilo. And oops. So you see, it goes up. I think it's going up because this is a brand new hinge and I haven't been using this much. Does this go up when I try to put it up? No, it stays in one place. It could be the age thing. I'm sure Apple has this figured out. So that's the similarities. Both come with a 256 GB SSD. That's the starting range. In terms of actual brightness nits, I don't know what it is, but to the naked eye, this seems more bright. The sound, this is better. Of course, this has the touch bar, which is lacking in here. Apart from that, everyday use, if you're sitting on your bed and you want to put something on your stomach, you're better off putting a 12-inch MacBook on your stomach as opposed to this. But I saw a film on this last night. I saw Mother, and it was a pretty good film. It was okay, actually. But definitely, this is fun to use. In terms of battery life comparison, this has never lasted me more than 5 or 6 hours on a single charge. This looks like it can take quite a beating in terms of productivity. I think you can get about a good, I want to say, 8 hours of solid battery life before it throws the towel in. Um, okay, so let's do one thing. Just a moment. So I have the same exact wallpapers on both machines now, and wow, this looks really good, I must say. This doesn't look bad at all, but definitely looks better. Is it the age? It could be the age. I've noticed this all the time. You take an iPhone and you take another iPhone and you compare side by side, the one which is newer will obviously look better than a 1 year old machine. So I don't know if it's that. Both have fantastic screens. They're fantastic in terms of portability. I use this as my daily machine. I I don't love it. I love the previous generation, the 2015, but I'm still to fall in love with it. But I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Yesterday, when I was using this for about 3 or 4 hours, I kind of was missing this machine. Why was I missing the machine? Maybe it's the size of the screen. Maybe it's this entire trackpad. Maybe it's the color. Maybe it's just how sleek it is. Yes, I know there's a dent on it. But anyway, I just really like this machine. A drawback of having this machine is you have only one port. So either you can charge it or you can use that port. Let's say you want to attach an external hard drive, you got to charge it and then use it. If it's out of battery, you're shit out of luck. So that's something to watch out for. Um, I connected this with my TV yesterday using the little dongle and then connecting that with an HDMI. It worked all right, but I was a bit scared. I can connect this guy, I can be charging it, and I can be streaming it onto my TV physically. And yeah, that's that. These are just my first impressions, guys. This I've been using for a while. I think it's a pretty good machine. It's bloody steep though. It's very expensive, as you might know. But if you're just gonna get one computer, then why not go for the best one, right? Do I really care for the touch for this? What do you call this? Do I really care for this? Some big questions I want to answer. First of all, is the touch bar really worth it? No, it's not. Do I like having physical keys? I really do like having physical keys. I just feel at home. Even after months and months of using this machine, I quite haven't gotten used to it. Yes, it's there, it's all right. I don't even use that feature, because I just haven't set it up. It's just irritating for me to do that. So I don't really care about the touch bar. Will I miss it? I don't know. Maybe I haven't had enough time away from it to realize whether or not I'll miss it. But I use it maybe 3 times in a day, if anything. So definitely, I would prefer these physical keys over the touch bar. So that should not be a deal maker. Things which I would love for this to have had include more ports, but you have only one port, so you got to contend with it. Definitely not as loud as this. Another thing to consider for you people out there is that the MacBook 12 comes with a 29 watt USB-C power adapter, and the bigger MacBook comes with a 40. Wait, just a moment. It comes with a 61 watt power adapter. So all in all, I feel that this charges both of them much faster than this little guy does. Just a little small detail some of you may want to know about. They both come with exactly the same kind of cables. This two-ended USB-C cable. And yep, that's a small difference I thought you guys would care about.